Happy Aqua season to whatever sign this is. We're gonna go ahead and get this cracking off. Thank you guys for clicking on. Obviously, you know who this is before I do. Please excuse me. There's just like a little bit of this left. Don't shut up. I don't want to hear it. Shit's good. Holy cow. All right, now we're good. Now we're ready. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Who is it this morning? Who is it this morning? Who needed a chug before they... Okay. Well, that's why I did the weird thing. Happy birthday, Aqua. Happy birthday to you. Happy... That's like how I'm feeling right now. Girls, it's our time. It's our time. It's our time. Yeah. No, yeah. No. Yeah. What I said was right. So Aquarius, I just want you to know I'm like Empress Princess shit right now. So I'm so ready to give you guys all my life, all my energy, all my love. Because our season, I mean, it's been the best for us. I think one of the best things about our season too is like, since we are obviously Uranus's children, we know all about the regulation, like new flow. Like we're always conducting the current here on this planet. And so we're used to the switch up in terms of the flow of things. And I think part of the best thing is like regulating. I just saw Star 4 of Swords. That could not be more what you're enjoying getting to do for your birthday season, which is like you are permitting yourself this Aquarius season to do whatever the fuck the Aquarius has to do or does do to make sure that the nervous system doesn't stay reactive but rather constantly responds. Doesn't matter if they call you a yapper, doesn't matter if they want to try to like you up, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because this is just the like edit. Like I feel like we are allowed to do the heavy edits, the heavy revisions without even question, without even any lore. I don't even know. Those are just all my off the top downloads about my birthday season, but I better channel the fuck out of this message, because you know what? This birthday is the most important birthday to me, because it's the last freaking birthday in my 20s. I just need to take a second for you guys, Aquarius. Maybe that's how you're feeling, where it's like, I am just so gosh darn dastardly proud of how I did it. I really, like, I was like the teenager. Like, I was like, I loved my teen years, because I just feel like, you know, I did every phase of my life like exactly the same, big star vibes, but I was like the teenager, and so like it felt like such a thing. Mind you, I had a brother who was 6 years older than me that was raised like we were twins. So for me, the 20s had so much promise to look forward to, that, you know, I had a really awesome example of like how to do it, because my brother's a fucking rocker in that way. So he really like entered his 20s and was like, it was just like a status of symbol, as a symbol of freedom for me. And holy cow, I'm just the last 10 years have been the best. Like I'm just happy that on my birthday, on my 29th birthday, there's not a dusty nigga alive who could be like, damn, she let somebody waste her 20s away. That never happened. That never happened for me. And I think if anything, I really like reset a new standard for how amazing the 20s can get. So I had the time of my life. I'm currently having the time of my life. My goal for my 29th year that is being sent off proper. Like, it's the funeral for my 20s, and it's on Friday the 13th. We're so goddamn blessed. We are like, it's just the best. It's just the best thing ever. It's just the best thing ever. I just love testing my luck on Friday the 13th. I think when I was 13 and my birthday was on Friday the 13th, I would, me and my neighborhood best friends, we took our bikes and we like just sat in the middle of the street, and we would wait until a car was like 2 feet away from us, and then we would see how fast we could get away. And we would just be like dodging death for my birthday. That's kind of the lore I want to recreate for my 29th Friday the 13th birthday. It's like, we could stand in traffic and these cars will explode before they ever touch a hair on my head. That's the type of divine protection that Aquarius is coming with this Aqua season. So like, happy birthday. Like, I just really need to be like, happy birthday to us. I just feel like everybody's so excited for your birthday. Like, everyone is. It's like, thank God, because it's like, you know, you're always excited for the birthdays that you attend when it's actually for an amazing person. It's actually for like a person who's just like really solid. You know, it doesn't matter what, and it's like, you are just like an incredibly solid individual. There's never going to be a reason to not just do good things and celebrate you in a proper way. So happy birthday, us. Anyways, that's 5 minutes of me being like, I love myself. That's why I do this series on my birthday, because I'm an Aquarius. I just love gifting to the zodiac at this time. And I woke up this morning and I was like, before I go to work today and be a gift to other people, I also wanted to make sure to come in here. And of course, it was Aquarius collective being like, get up, okay, we were patient. It's time for our birthday message. So happy birthday, Aquarius. Neptune went into Aries, Saturn goes into Aries, Pluto went into Aquarius. Look how hard-bodied we're starting. Look how hard-bodied we're starting. Look how hard-bodied we are starting this time off. King of Pentacles, the Fool. At the beginning of this new 14-year cycle, this new 20-year cycle, this new 165-year cycle, right? At the beginning of this new cycle, to be starting hard-body as the King of Pentacles. Aquarius, this birthday will feel completely different, because whatever your legacy is, it is not only concretized, it's already been built. And so you're starting another lap around the sun, God willing, with everything that you've intended to build being built. That's what I'm saying. It's like 29, I'm retired. Me and Dennis already told you, by the time we're 30, it's retired. It's not, we're not pushing the bricks to the street. That's why I said my 20s, like, mind you, me and my husband are very much like, let's get all the revolutionizing. Let's do it dumb early. Let's leave a nutsack full of information for the girls, and let's duck off and be nowhere for the rest of our days, silently still working and doing our thing. But just like knowing that the thing that, like, I just feel like Aquarius, whatever God called you to build in your life, you built it. You got right to work. It's like, it's like, and that's what I'm saying. I just feel like there's something about this King of Pentacles where it's like, no one can take away the accomplishment of not only your soul aging, your spirit aging, your physical body aging, but nobody can take away the accomplishment of the things you have. You know, right now you possess pretty much every roster of intangibles, and you made them tangible. Like things like educating yourself, developing yourself consciously, becoming more aware, like, you know, finding peace, finding joy, all of these things that, you know, these guys don't even think about because they're too busy being succubus demons. You really saw the value in connecting and embodying. It's just like Aquarius, like all of your new world ideas are embodied at this time, because of course we were being asked to lead. And I just feel like I want to give you, like I said, I started opening this up talking about my 20s, because it was like, the road to right now is crazy. Like no one can ever take that from me. If we just took this decade alone from me, from 20 to 20 motherfucking 9, Alexis Taylor ate the boots down. I gave myself everything. I gave everything. 21-year-old, 20-year-old, 22-year-old, 23-year-old, 24-year-old. I mean, it's like every single one. It's like Aquarius right now. You're like feeling like there was never a flop year. It doesn't matter if you're 76 years old. There was never a flop year. There was never a flop year. You've been productive. You've been... And I think you're really going to show these girls how to be at this birthday. You're going to go... It's like when people are looking at the legacy that Aquarius has left, many of you have birthed super geniuses. Many of you are genius. You know what I'm saying? It takes a genius to birth a genius. It's like many of you have like, are the people source you, cite you as like the reason that they even have the shit they have. Like if it wasn't for this Aquarian's philosophy, if it wasn't for this Aquarian's unwavering love, if it wasn't for this Aquarian's, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's connected to my guys' impact. And it's the impact that you don't even feel the need to claim. That's what I'm saying. Like this birthday, because one thing about an Aquarius, we're never going to ask for it because we don't need it. Need what? From who? Mortals? Nothing. Keep it. Save it. We don't need it. But for God to be deciding this birthday, that it's like I just see a lot of really solid motherfuckers coming. It's like this birthday, your feet are up. You don't even, it's just like a lot of surprise parties for the Aquarian guys. It should be a surprise party every time for the Aquarian guys. But it's like, it's the difference between a surprise party thrown by somebody who worked at Chuck E. Cheese part-time and a surprise party thrown by a king. You know what I mean? It's like when you get your shit from some, like, because Aquarius, it's also like your clique, your 11th house is so solid. The people that are around you are rock solid in terms of spiritual truth, physical truth, the way they connect with it, they're rock solid. And they're like the best people to come through for you at a time when you really deserve it. because like I said, we're kind of going into this new posture where like I said, you're really about to see the carefree Aquarius, because Aquarius is in an energy right now where it's like, phew, great. I'm glad you, like, I'm literally seeing Aquarians look at their kids and all the like legacy they've left, and they're like, so glad you guys are hitting your goals. I'm about to turn up. I'm about, like, I just feel us, it's like, hair down. It's like, I don't even have to do anything anymore. My guys read the script, they played the script, they played their part. Now now they're a guy. Now they're acting like Aquarius. Good for them. Now they're ready for their age. I'm gonna go take a shot. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about our fucking vibe right now. It's fucking Aquarius. So it's like, you're the King of Pentacles. That's your current position. The King of Pentacles who's at a new beginning. You're starting your new beginning, already having built pretty much it's not even aspirations. It's like, Aquarius is pretty like, no, I had big ideals. I was like, I came here with big ideals. I always had a big plan. You know, you could have been a single mother. You were raising your kid with a big plan. You know, you never let up. You never took your foot off the gas. It was like, no, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. You know, you probably did the people around you like I was doing Dennis. I was like, okay, but we got big expectations. And because of that, it's like you're now standing in the fact that it's like we're at the top of I'm at the top of the building, you know what I mean? You're at the top right now, and so are the guys that run with you. Like, look, it's not, because this is what I'm saying, Aquarius. You didn't just bring you here. You brought the guys. You brought the guys, and that's what I'm saying. I think your birthday season is just gonna be really phenomenal because your wins are the collective's wins. Like, again, when you age, we all fucking age, because it's like, thank God that a symbol of our achievement and our intellect is doing good, is feeling good, is feeling happy, because I just feel like you have a very fast and swift message of, this is kind of what I get. It's like, it's a time for you to really be receiving word of little things that have already been built for you. Like little, like I said, Three of Pentacles is like collaborative efforts. It's like it's like, this is what I'm saying, Aquarius. I just feel like you really need to know for your birthday, like, you definitely have more than enough people in your life that you have done everything you could have for just to be in their life. And that is exactly why they have this sort of Three of Pentacles to kind of meet you with at this time, because you already are everything you wanted to become. So then all the little seeds, it's just like I just see like all the seeds you planted, all the little things you want. It's like any of them can come in. It's like what I told my husband. It's like, all I want for my birthday is all of my Valentines from all of you. All I want for my birthday is all the love letters. Go ahead and send them. Go ahead and send them. And I just feel like you can expect that there's like tons of these little demonstrations from who the fuck ever, because you're so a part of so many people's, so many people's truths. It's like surprises, Aquarius. I think there is too, Aquarius. It's kind of like me doing my job. Like I said, I feel like the only thing you're doing right before your solar return, whichever day that might be during Aquarius season, is like making sure that you've done and prepared all the things that you wanted personally. Not even for your birthday, I just mean like in life, you've got all your ducks in a row. Like, again, Aquarius is going to make sure that the life that they're living isn't just like, I could die one day, but it's like, am I really like doing the fixed sign thing where I'm like keeping up on the promises I make to myself? Am I like, you know, if I brought a life into this world, or if I, you know, started a business, or if I, you know, whatever it is, if I started a marriage, if I did whatever you've done, Aquarius, it's like, am I like, did I follow through on like my visions? And I just feel like that's what's so beautiful, is because it's like you are just truly going to be surprised. Because I feel like with this Eight of Cups, I think the surprise that you get, whatever it is physically, I'm not just gonna say like all of you are getting surprise parties or something, but it's just like whatever in the root of like a surprise party that you're being thrown, it's like the people, the things that are there, the thing that they're actually gifting you is that they have emotionally finally moved forward. Like, I feel like the best gift that anyone could give you for your birthday is the progress of humanity, is the gift that they are going to promise they're going to evolve. Like, I don't really want anything from anyone around me. If I have had to cuss you out about the same things for the entirety of my existence, I really want you to take me seriously. And I feel like this birthday for you, you have something physically, you have status physically that is finally convincing enough to make people be like, I should do what Aquarius told me to do fucking 10 years ago, you know, because it's worked out for Aquarius now. Now they're the embodiment. They're not just doing one thing. They've mastered many things. But then it's like also like people are now seeing that you were sending that out of love, and it's like they want to hurry up and surprise you by marching and doing exactly what you told them to do a long time ago. It's like, that's what I'm saying, is like Aquarius left the handbook for the girls, and it's like, you know what I mean, you gave them the basic instructions before leaving Earth. You already told them what it was going to be like when you go to planet Aquarius after this world collapses. And I just think the surprise that you're going to be getting is the fact that people finally actually did Ace of Cups, because a lot of problems for Aquarius is like, I think God wants to gift you that, like, we're not going to be disappointed anymore. Like, I am genuinely so disappointed in people. Like, I have never spent a day in my life, in this existence thus far, not disappointed. Like, not kind of just like bummed out that people can't move forward. They can't be future thinking. But you also, this is like also in the emotional body. Like, our spirits aren't reaching guidance. Our spirits have been stuck looping and have been stuck, you know, filling up cups that don't do anything for anyone. They can't even hold the water, right? So it's like, I think for Aquarius, it's just like, to be surprised with that is like so unexpected, because I think you just have no expectation of humanity at this time, you know, especially because you knew during the collapse, it's like, yeah, we about to see the gutter of it all. But it's like, to be gifted, to be surprised by the fact that people actually did for you, though, for you. But again, it has to do with like, well, I feel like this is the catch-22. It's almost like they counted you out, of course. They made you an outlier, of course. They didn't believe you, of course. But it's like, because it's almost like if you didn't commit to yourself in your own personal walk on the things that you just like for you, because again, Aquarius, you don't do stuff for other people. You do stuff because of your own authenticity. If you choose to have a child, if you choose to live in a certain way, if you choose to have a certain religion, if you choose to, whatever it is, you do it because it's a you thing. And I feel like the guidance for you was like, continue to, like, you, like Aquarius, like while we're ascending, we can't focus on other people as much as people might be a part of it, or we might be able to have the vision of like, who's supposed to help with this. It's like the thing that kept it all going in the past for you, Aquarius, was just like the ability to be like, okay, but I have to keep up my own hobbies, my own truths, my own political beliefs, my own religious beliefs, my own whatever beliefs, my own, I have to keep that up for me. And it looks like now you get the communication that someone has in fact taken your advice and did follow your guidance. But it's almost like there's a huge surprise element for you in store this birthday, because people finally understand why you were telling them the whole time, like, dude, leave that way of being behind, because it's actually just like going to be better for all of us. You know, you were telling people that, like, you know, when you're not good, you can't be anything but a not good seed to the collective, you know? Let's look at your recent past. Aquarius. I also think you have the most unique plight, because, you know, you see how the water just like ran? That's kind of how I feel. I just got the Knight of Cups reversed from the Emperor. I do also feel like your recent past was kind of just like having to deal with the sorrow of it all. Having to deal with, like, you know how nuanced it is for an Aquarius to hold space for something? Especially a lot of times when you know something is just about like disappointing you. Like I just feel like people that you think are royalty, you walk around and you empower people from a place that's like, you are bigger than you think. You don't criticize people, but you're saying the way that what you're participating in doesn't show the crown that I see on your head. It doesn't show the beans. Hey Beans, would you mind closing the door for me? Thank you. Appreciate it. Grazie. But it's like, I think there was like, and I know this for me, it was so, it was really hard for me, because it's like, you be knowing everything. It's like, you already see everything coming, and it's like, your pattern recognition is on 10. Like, the reason you walk around with so much wisdom is because you see the whole picture. So it's like, if your friends come up to you, or your children come up to you, your partner comes up to you, and, you know, they're doing certain things, and it's like, I feel like your recent past was like, I don't even want to be a person that's like, I told you so. That, like, you're doing something unsustainable, it will break. There will be a break in the system, because you rule the system. You rule the innovation of the system. So it's like, this is going to break inevitably. And it's like, you were just like really prepping yourself, because it's like, oh my God, so many people that I love, and I do know love me, are building lives where they're just going to be sorry. I really feel that way. It's like, you really told people, it's like, you really want people to see their royalty, to see themselves spiritually, to see themselves as like what they really mean to God, because, you know, you don't want the people that are connected to you to live sorry lives. And I just feel like in the past, inevitable, because free will choices, that's what the cards are dealt. But it looks like, you know, you already know that, like, I think for your birthday, this one's really gonna be sentimental, because some of these sorries do come from one, people not really like listening to you and like believing you, which is also like where there was inevitably like kind of like Aquarian disrespect. Because, you know, people say they respect you, they say they respect your intellect, they say they think you're as smart as you are, but then they don't listen to anything you say or take anything you say seriously. So, and then it looks like they found themselves in a shipping yard where it's like, you know what I mean? These are proposals that should have already been sent. These are apologies that now have to be sent, because it's like, again, you're finding that, you know, ignoring the guidance of an Aquarius during right before the Aquarian age is probably dumb, because that's why God made us Aquarians with Aquarian placements, you know, was to be able to give foresight into like what the future might look like in a world that's ruled by people who think and look and feel like us. And so I just feel like that recent past was very heavy. I feel like that's why there's so much sword, there's so much truth. I think the best thing that people can deliver to you is that they finally got their spiritual truth on one accord. You know, I think you really can expect, I think the most, again, like the most impactful things is it's not that you're getting it's not that the Birkin is going to make you emotional, but if like someone gave you a Birkin, it's because with the card would read like, holy shit, I should have gave you this Birkin 30 years ago, because you were just like, you've probably saved me from things, or more so you've, again, Aquarius, you've been saving people from themselves. And I think they kind of like were doing you the dirtiest along the route, which is, you know, not always the best. It's like, I just feel like there's so much honor. There's just like this really big, deep need, this Knight of Swords that's coming to the case. Like, I should have, we should be honoring these people. Like I said, 2026, if your Aquarian's not sitting with their feet up with bonbons, like you're not doing enough. It's like we're already overworked. We've already overdone it, right? Just being an Aquarius right now, when everyone's down, is like a lot of labor. So, you know, there's that kind of frequency. Oh my God, Aquarius. I don't know if you read my community tab at all, but what I am doing for my birthday is I am literally going back to, so me and my husband have shared ancestry in New Orleans, like both of our families, in terms of like the diaspora, a lot of it came through New Orleans for certain aspects of our families. So that's like a unique thing about us. So New Orleans is like a shared second home, because we both just like have roots there. In certain ways. And so for me, we're going to New Orleans because my birthday's on Friday the 13th. I really want, and I feel in myself how much like my own spiritual, psychic, intuitive abilities have like gone through the roof. You know, I'm really coming to the, it's not even like they're getting better. They're just like, there's just things I'm able to do, information I'm able to seek, because of how extreme I'm taking my path as like a holy person, you know, just taking it really seriously. And so I feel like one of the things that I wanted for my birthday was to like be able to have time to saturate on the soil, on the ground, and just honor the metaphysical. You know, it's like, I mean, it's been my whole life. Like Mardi Gras and the Lunar New Year are always the holidays that like, it's like people who are like born in the third week of November, how they're always like dealing with like Thanksgiving. For me, it's always like, I always feel like New Year's vibes on my birthday, Valentine's vibes on my birthday, and then Mardi Gras vibes on my birthday, whether I'm like participating or not. Like those are always the things that I know happen, right? And also the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? So shit like that, you know. It's like, so it's like there's always like these big like whatevers, you know, events that I just like remember we're always celebrating right around my birthday time. But I feel like for this birthday, like it's funny because what's crossing you is like you are in union with the fact that you are a high priestess. I just think this solar return, the one thing that everyone will say to you and honor about you is your vision, and how honest and true, and how, because it looks like what's coming down is what people, the structure people could build from your vision. A lot of people take that very serious, Aquarius. A lot of people I don't think you know how your vision helps other people build structures. I don't think you've been gifted that, because I don't think you move like that. You move from purpose. You just give your vision, high priestess, all the time. And I just think you're not ready for this very quick communication about people showing you what they've been able to build because of you. I'm just getting a lot of like dedications. So, you know, like one of my love languages is like, I'm very grateful to like be married to a composer who like regularly, like his surprise to me will just be like, this whole album is actually like not just dedicated because I just like said like, oh, I'm dedicating this to you as a gift, but it's like, Dennis also honors me because like a lot of the structural parts of his albums wouldn't be possible. Like whether I gave a message that really gave him clarity while he was tackling something he wanted to channel, and then it's like embedded in that, or it's like I just show up for him and keep him alive every day, and it's just like, well, that helps me become a CEO and run my business at Dolphin Boy and make the next thing that I'm gonna do. It's like in ways like that when I get that, like when he surprises me, or when I read the like liner notes of any published piece that he makes, and it's like, this one's for my psychic wifey, like it's just like I am just like always so shocked because I just, you know, I do what I do here to heal myself and to be accountable on my own journey always. It's always going to be autoethnography for me, but at the same time, it's like, I just feel like the thing that I want to prepare you for and the thing that I want to thank you for, because if you were an Aquarius, like I said, I would take a bullet for you, but it's like your vision has helped people build so many beautiful structures that they're really proud of. I think a big thing is like a lot of people are capable of building, a lot of people can be channelers, a lot of people can find sort of like arbitrary success, but Aquarius, like something about the vision you had of the world that people like aligned to, gravitated to, got brought to spiritually, and took notes from or listened to or believed in, helped them build something I think that they will be knowing as their best. Like I think you're like Aquarius, this is the gift you give. It's like if someone won like a Grammy for a project that is like their best that they ever did, but that project was like really inspired by like something you do or say, you know what I mean? And so for that person, it's like they're gonna go on and now they become like just for what they did, but it's like that person's gonna really feel the need to be like, and I don't want anyone to ever even overlook, this album isn't about how good it sounds, or this project isn't about how good it looks, or what it did for the world, or it's not that I found a cure for cancer for nothing. It's like you'd have to go back and pay respects. This is like people like coming up to you and being like, here, it's like you, it's not even just like you get a cut off the top like this. It's like, what do we give the Aquarius when it wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for some of the stuff they said and saw? That's what I'm getting. There's a lot of people feel really emo, like 8 of Cups emo. Like it's like, I have so much to tell you about how many emotions I have that you selflessly give of your vision, Aquarius, and yet you don't even care. It's like you don't even carry the weight of knowing how it's gonna fucking build a new world for other people, but it does that because it comes from pure high vibrational love. And it's just like a lot of people giving like a lot of mushy, squishy, like emo speeches. I'm just seeing like a lot of emo speeches, like for the High Priestess. Like she's sitting up, like I said, I want to be looking like Zoltaire in my little magic card box, and I want bitches to come up to me and be putting their quarter in and being like, thank you, Aquarius, thank you for it. That's what I expect for my 29th. I'm just like, come one, come all. I have no idea what my reach is. I know there's a reach. I can kind of have a gauge. I mean, you know, like I said, Aquarius, you're very close. You know, you're the internet, you're the Wi-Fi, you're the electromagnetic current, you're the one, you know how your impact like flows out through the world. So it's like, it's really beautiful. It really is so beautiful. I just don't think your near future, Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands. It's like in the near future, you are going to attract the work that you need getting done. You're not going to have to lift a finger. I think you, like I said, I think you already did the like, I think that's the thing is like people kind of let you do your thing. It's kind of like how I built Tethered Studios. It's like, I think after a while, people were like, you know what? We don't even need to make this easier on her. That's not even what she's easier on her. It's not what she's asking for. Just let Shorty cook. Like they let you cook in the past. That's how you got to King of Pentacles. But then for your birthday, it's like you attract, now you're in a place where like your magnetism, get your work done. This is where you automate. This is truly, you in the near future are going to be in your innovation. So it's like, for me right now, these readings, oh my God, I'm so good at them now. I'm just, and when I say good, I mean good to me about them. The messages have always been solid, but how much labor they feel like to me has really drastically decreased, obviously because of the repetition of it all, but also because of the fact that it's like I've automated my system. Like again, I've gotten more in tune with my spirit. The larger trust of self that I develop, the better my spiritual business can function, truly. Because it's like me and Dennis can like, okay, right before I get in my shower, right before I go do this, right before I do that, like it's like we can kind of get like major things done. Like Dennis can like, you know, really run the label and manage huge projects in like an afternoon. You know what I mean? And that's like a crazy level of output, right? But it's just, it comes from the fact that it's like it's basically like you doing a magic trick to do work now. Like now you have a magic spell book that's like bibbidi bobbidi boo. It's like the way that I could put together house parties and people and make relationships really quickly. And people are looking at me like, how the fuck, what do you mean you're going to a friend's house? Didn't you just move to Atlanta like a couple months ago? How did you even, right? It's like that. It's like your magic abilities have now produced your ability to get massive feats of work done without you having to like feel like it's like the most grueling labor. Like there's the labor cost and the actual labor needed to like start a business, and it's like you're in that era where it's like I could start and run and do the operations from this like seated position. It's like really great vibes, you know. Aquarius, let me just tell you what I see. It's like buckets and buckets of flowers. Like I think by the end of your birthday, it's like, should we go donate all these fucking flowers that you guys have all just like, because it's like every soulmate you've ever had has something particular. It's like an alignment thing. It's like the Holy Trinity. Like there is, this season was always destined and fated for whoever you've impacted is now ready to give the flowers to you for the positive impact, but all at one time. And I'm just seeing, it's just like, oh my God, another box of chocolates. Oh my God, another bundle of flowers. Oh my God, another surprise visit. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's like people you would have wanted to show up at your party, but you know, they like, it's like, I'm just seeing a lot of Aquarians like, my sister Marjorie flew in to come see me and she's a bride. I didn't know. And it's like that. It's like that vibe. Because so many people have like things to show you, prototypes to show you, their best to show you. And it's to honor you. Oof, that's beautiful, beautiful. Honor though, great vibes. As it should be, honor. And then add the romantic edge where finally, because I think Aquarius, people have always looked at you as like, you're just a great thing. You're like the Oprah Winfrey of the whole community. You know what I mean? But I don't think that they've honored, because it's like, how could they know? Until people ascend, they don't actually know how big of a blessing you even are to them. It's like, people can say they like you, but they don't even know how much they like you, because they really like you from a deep spiritual place, you know? Nothing is random. And Aquarius, like, I can tell you how all this is connected. I could have told you how I could have told you that 30 years ago, right? For an Aquarius. And so it's like, finally at this time where it's like people are understanding the lovers. They're understanding that, like, oh, yeah, because I think when people are coming from like their conscious ability to like be like, this is like what I chose, this is what I created, this is like what I think a lot of people think like, I picked this person, or I picked who I'm dating. And it's like, really and truly, you guys, if you're really meant to be with one another, this is a contract that already existed that you're just coming here to honor at the exact time that you said you were going to honor it. Should you be walking your path, God willing, right? And so for you, it's like, I don't think people understand how sacred you've been. I think there's just like this big vibe of like, this can be like the most sacred experience of your life, the most sacred experience of your life, truly. Because people walked away from everything that you told them was probably going to lead to like a pocket full of dogs. And they're walking away because they're aware of the fact that you, and it doesn't matter, this isn't just about like lovers as a romantic partner. A lover energy is someone that is supposed to be in your life. You meet one person that is supposed to actually be in your story, it can rearrange everything. It could be like a barista in a community that you're really supposed to be crossing paths with, that could like open you up to being like, can help you actually like deduce when there's a bunch of things that aren't supposed to be in your life, just because of how much that thing that is supposed to be in your life will flow, will build with you, will expand your life, will expand your consciousness, it's just like, you really get to see God through them. So like, again, Aquarius, it doesn't mean that you're everybody's like wife. It doesn't mean that you're everybody's husband. It means that like, you are supposed to be in people's life. Whoever's life you are in, you're supposed to be in it. And it's like, there's this clarity of the new cycle, Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries, Pluto in Aquarius, all of these new cycles, this new beginning. People finally have taken the blindfold off as to the fact that it's like, the Aquarius in my life is supposed to be there. And I think maybe before, that's what they were denying. They were saying like, because I think they didn't know what they were feeling. And you're not going to, because when you're navigating feelings without consciousness, you tend to do the fear thing. When you adopt consciousness, it's a lot easier to do the Aquarius thing, which is process your feelings. And so people are finally able to be like, oh, like, right? The 8 of Pentacles, like I just see in the near future for you, it's like a lot of people got like backdated, like, oh, I gotta process. Oh, I'm late. I'm not processing enough emotions because I was too hung up. There was too much hanging up and holding on for anyone to really see who you really were. And that was really what the problem really was. So it's just like really positive that it's like, you know, because that is the sorry that I'm looking for, you know? I'm, you know, it was destined and fated for me to incarnate to my family and for them to play the roles that they play. But one of the things that I do and would have always appreciated the respect of having is for them to no longer lie and say that I'm not supposed to be in their life, that there was no reason for me to be there. They've replaced me in 2025 with people that are they weren't even supposed to be in the story, people that they randomly picked up on the street. And that was the thing that hurt more than anything. Me and my family have always gone through cycles. That doesn't matter. But what hurts more than anything is when you look me in my face and say, I'm not supposed to be in this picture. That's crazy. I'm supposed to be in this picture. Huh? What? Okay. Right? Because again, whenever you're ascending and you're going through your own shit and like whatever, and you're unconscious and you don't know what's going on, you know, of course, you know, you're probably in the lower dimensions of war and fighting and stupidity. And so it's like, but a lot of people told you, you're not actually supposed to be in this. You're not actually a part of my life. And that's the part that I think, again, there's a lot of this, like, I told you so apology energy, because like, they can't outrun the fact that there's just nothing but divine synchronicity that's like, yeah, they definitely are for me. You know, in whatever capacity you play, like I said, it could be that you're supposed to be someone's chiropractor for their life. It could be that you're supposed to be someone's like teacher. You're supposed to be someone's like bank teller. It's like, but again, they see the divine alignment in you. You are someone that for whoever's in your life, that you're supposed to be in their life. Right? And I think that that's the biggest thing, is a lot of people feared that. They feared surrendering to the emotions that they felt about Aquarius, but it was only because some emotions you're not going to be able to process unless you have higher consciousness. Some emotions you're just always going to run away from unless you ascend, like unless you like expand your awareness of what's going on. And so I think people are finally able to realize that, like, oh yeah, I used to just be scared of this person, but mostly just because of a me thing. Not because this person was showing evidence of like sketchiness or because of they were being to any particular thing. Just really because I can't, that's what I tell people all the time. You know, I mean, all these people, capitalism will play you girls because you're always trying to get rich, but you don't understand. There are some tax brackets you don't get to without certain intellect and certain consciousness. So sorry. You know, that's another reason why I'll say it's like, you know, anybody who's a billionaire, anybody who has like way too much money from exploiting people, don't think they're unconscious. In fact, most billionaires are way, way conscious. That doesn't mean they're smart. It means they're conscious, which means if you have consciousness in a way that someone else doesn't, you will always have the upper hand. That's why God is always going to come down on you the hardest. That's why these billionaires are going to hell. Because it's like, you know, people, these guys, you know, these Jeff Bezos of the world, they know, the thing that they were able to take advantage of, and the reason they were able to exploit and get so much money that they don't need, I mean, at a certain place, a certain point, if you couldn't make $1 million and be set for life, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you girls. It's like, I wouldn't even need $250,000 to be able to slide into retirement. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the new money. That's the new wealth mindset. It's not aggregating a fuck ton of money and blah, 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 because then your life is managing money. No. A real Taurus, a real proper valuable Venusian placement is going to tell you every time. It's how you get the most for the least. The most value for the least. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Dennis got some kamikaze Sean Kemp's the other day. We got them like 97% off, like $10 type shit. These are brand new StockX shoes, $10. That is going to make you buy it. Do we care about getting fucking luxury stuff? No. But you get the stuff when you get it for $10. That's because that's going to make the value of that shoe way more, because you spent $10 on it instead of the fucking $250, $300 that they go for. Because you buy them for $300 and then there's no point in them. The value doesn't, again. But we know this, Aquarius. These girls don't know this. So anyways, let's see how this ends for you. Aquarius. This is like, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like what all 5 of these planets in Aquarius. Do you know what Aquarius wants as a love letter? Do you know? Can anyone tell me what Aquarius would want to hear? If you were going to profess your love for Aquarius, what do they want to hear? I'd die for you. I'm your soulmate because I died for you. That is what people are going to come up to you. I made it through a death and rebirth process, and when I was reborn, it was still you. You were the thing that guided me through it. You were the thing that prompted it. You triggered me to die. You guided me through the death. You helped me resurrect and figure out what the rebrand was going to be. And now I'm literally living for you, because it's like Dennis. It's like no one, nobody, no man, no nothing, nobody is going to come up to me and tell me that because there are certain things that me and Dennis have gone through together that have solidified that this person is exactly who I think they are supposed to be in my life. And no one can play me out of that, because we have died to every version of ourselves for this love. We trigger each other to do it. We make each other go through the death process. We regenerate ourselves. And every time we're reborn and we're completely new. I think you guys see that all the time. I think you guys can see now that we're soulmates, because me and Dennis pop up like a new bitch every week. Like, we're different every week. We change a lot. And you can't manage change happening in the same rate as someone else. That's what I'm saying. It's like Aquarius, a lot of people are really realizing like they've really changed a lot in a short amount of time, especially during these 2020s, these collapsing years. And it's like every time they change, though, there you are. The way you changed is like perfectly in alignment with them. It's Aquarius. This is a whole lot of soulmates. This is the theme of your read. I hope this is like the thumbnail theme of your read. Six of Cups lover, Six of Cups lover, Six of Cups lover. You are about to have a bunch of people come bring you bouquets and be like, I died for you. I did. Here's the evidence. Maybe it's in a song. Maybe they wrote a book about it. Maybe they built a business about it. But it's Aquarius. It's like, yeah, it's just the best thing ever. It is the best thing ever. And a lot of times, again, you don't really know who's for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't ever judge somebody based on like contention. I don't avoid conflict or anything. Conflict, it's like these are parts of friction is like the future. Like when things change or when things break down or when things are about to evolve, there's always like these different stages. So the way that I really look at things is like, especially with people who always try to cut me off and stuff and try to be like, I don't like it. I'm like, you know, one of the things for me that's like really disrespectful is like, brother, like, as many things as I've seen you through, as many crazy cycles and as many crazy episodes as I've watched you go through, obviously I love you because obviously I'm still here and I don't judge you for it, right? And I feel like that's what Aquarius is always trying to say. It's like, you know, I've never judged you. It's like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't love you. I wouldn't be standing here dealing with your craziness if I didn't love you. And that's kind of the vibe right now. It's like, if you're able to make it through the hardest with someone, you definitely deserve them at their best. And I think that the people that you stood in the trenches with when it was their lowest are now about to, it's like your people, it's not even like there's what you're achieving, which is amazing, and you're getting quality for that, but then it's like the thing that's really lighting your heart up is your people that you were rooting for, the underdogs you were rooting for, are now coming into this new world, and they're prepared because you like held them down when they weren't prepared. And then it's like, it's like if you were there, it's like Aquarius, you were on your like, Andy Warhol, I'm going to turn y'all into a star. Like, I'm going to discover all y'all. I'm going to turn you into the next whatever, right? And it's like, you found somebody off the street. You saw in them that they had the code. So you probably went up to them and told them the prophecy, and then you stood with them and helped them build it. And this is them now being, like, global. Like, my husband dropped a project last night called World Domination. I am so glad for Something Melatonin, for Dennis, for every version of him to be at a place where he's proclaiming world domination. Do you know what that means for me? Because I was there 2017, you know? When the guy proper didn't even want to call himself an artist, probably he was like, yeah, I make music and stuff, but it's like I'm not trying to do too much. I was like, what? But what do you mean you're not trying to do this? Your destiny. It's like, and now he's at this place where it's like he's receiving all these flowers, and then the first thing he's doing is giving all these flowers because it's like there's one person, and it was Aquarius, who watched me go from junky to funky, right? And so that's what I'm saying. You're getting every single. It's not a reparation. It's like if you, it's because people consider you an investor at this point, and them, you know, you've been looking for people to invest in you, but I think people consider, you didn't even need no investments, but people consider you an investor in their story. And I don't even, it's kind of like that. It's like, oh, I didn't even know y'all put stocks in my name and all this, and then them stocks blew up. And then it's like for your birthday, you get the checks from all the stocks that blew up. It's like that. Girls, this is the most incredible reading ever. This is the only reading I had to do this morning. Oh, Aquarius, I just want you to know you are going to prove with your birthday this year that when you commit to your path, you will always get that pearl at the end. You can get any pearl. You can reach any goal. You can make any dream happen. You just have to keep walking the path, and you can't come off of it. You know, so many people sent so much discouragement my way. Every positive thing I've tried to do, so many people have always just tried to be like, fuck you, don't do it, and whatever. But at the end of the day, when you're really smart, you know you have to keep building either way. Because it's not about the losers. It's about you and the vision you have. And it can come true. Your dream can come true. The reality you want, the tax bracket you want to live in, whatever you want to do, is you just have to consistently keep doing it. You know what I mean? Because the one thing we do know is no dream gets built if you don't have the courage to even try. You may not reach it, what you intended, but you definitely won't get it if you don't even try. And I just feel like you're reaching that personally. It's also mirrored outside of you because the people that you built up took that advice and then, yeah, because I think your advice to people who you really supported was just like, don't keep your head down. Matter of fact, they're only attacking you. They're only doing all the crazy stuff because you're onto something really great. And then I think you showed people that they can like really withstand like 10 swords in the back and still be successful. Again, it's kind of like what I was like writing yesterday for the community channel. It was like, you know, it's like, you still have a right to enjoy your life. It doesn't matter what people, it's like, that's what I'm saying, is like, some of these fun suckers, some of these joy suckers, some of these people who don't want you to be happy, it's like, it doesn't matter if you wanted to start a problem with me. I'm still going to do what I was going to do either way. I'm still going to be happy about my life if I choose to be a happy person. And it's like, you give that advice to people, you embody that in practice. And then it's like, people did that. It's like, yeah, I was going through my hardest time, but it's like, I also want to live a life where it's like, we can go through hard times and it doesn't have to be like, I deserve to die. I don't have to like not give myself humanity just because I'm going through a cycle. And I think you teach people to give themselves humanity, right? It's like, you can be going through something, that's fine, but we don't need to keep doing this thing where it's like, when I'm having a bad time, I want to be a poisonous seed to everyone else. Or when I don't feel good about myself, I want to make sure everybody feels as bad about themselves as I feel. Like, that's not necessary because it doesn't help you or anyone. So it's like, you give that advice, you help people with that. And it's like, there's just a lot of positivity. There's just like a lot of positivity for your birthday specifically, which is great. So that's that. Way to reach your goals. Way to be awesome. Yeah, we have no other, it's the best 45. That's all I got. That's all I got. Happy birthday to us. Now it's time for me to go to work. It's time for me to get up. It's time for me to but yeah, very, very proud. Very, very excited. This is like, I feel like January 27th, I'm just going to leave. This is the message that's going up today. It's just us. You know, this is just our announcement. So I hope I have a really positive, amazing, spot on title, which I always do for you guys. So you know how much of a gift is on the inside of this 46-minute message. But just congratulations to you, because this is like truly like a once in a lifetime feeling, a once in a lifetime celebration for you. Just because I think you're going to realize who your network is in a crazy way. Because I just don't, you know, it's personal to them. It's not about things that you should expect. It's like what people feel convicted to do based on how God has worked through their life, based on what you allowed them to see, you know. So good things. Hearts, love, signing off. I better see every single one of you at my birthday party.